Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm Jay Cartere, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to win by submission in EA Sports UFC 2. Now, I'm currently controlling Donald Cerrone. He is my preferred submission specialist. And first of all, let me go and take Conor McGregor down, and we'll get into some submission gameplay so I can go through the tips that I have for you guys. I'm going to be sharing a couple tips that I think will help you guys win in submission. So first of all, when you go for the submission, obviously you hold L2 and any available submissions will come up on the screen, and you'll be able to push your right analog stick towards the direction where the submission is. But when you're doing the submission, I think you should focus on two places to block. So if your opponent's trying to go right and up, then you block those two places. Then he might try and change it up, but keep on blocking those two places and it's probably gonna work out in your favor. If you're going for a submission from the bottom, like just from the top, and you're just going for a normal submission, it's gonna have 5 stages. Basically, if you're gonna want to go for a submission, you should be thinking about that early on, and you should be trying to get your opponent's stamina down. So, can I get out of this? Let's get out of this. You want to work on your opponent's stamina. Like, that is one of the biggest things. Let me turn the stamina on so you can see how it affects them. So basically, you're gonna want to go with body kicks. You're gonna want to stay away from your opponent. Just like body kick him up so his stamina will be more manageable. Stay away from his strikes so he'll gas himself out. And if he's got really low stamina and he's gassed himself out, then that's the best time to go for a submission, because your opponent will have much less grapple advantage, or you'll have the grapple advantage, he'll be at a grapple disadvantage, and you'll be able to pull off the submission more easily. Also, if your opponent is rocked, you'll be able to pull off the submission more easily. And if you actually work on the limb that you want to submit, for example, if I'm going for the legs and I'm going to go for like some sort of leg submission, I don't really know the names of them because there ain't a lot of leg submissions in the game, and Donald Cerrone doesn't have any of those. But if I was going to go for the legs, I'd pepper him with some leg kicks. Or if I'm going for the arms, then while he's blocking, punching him will get his arm health down, so that you can go for a nice little arm bar. So these are strategies that you might want to employ in order to, get your submission going. Also, if a green transition pops up, while you're in the submission minigame, let's go to the submission minigame so you know what I'm talking about. Do we have any submissions there? No. Let's just get to top mount, do the armbar. If I don't think any green submissions will come from the armbar because it usually turns into the armbar. But you see that red L, that's indicating the left analog stick that you have to push it in that direction in order to further the submission. But if that L becomes green, then definitely and always go for that, because as I've seen, usually, like if I'm going for a rear naked choke and I get like 2 transitions into it, a green L will pop up and then it will transition to an armbar, and it will only have 2 stages left. So be sure to keep that in mind. I don't think there's any way for me to actually, get out of it other than, I can fail it or finish the submission. But yeah, also the best tip that I know that will actually help you win matches by submission way more is to go for flying submissions and standing submissions. So as far as I know, there may be many different flying submissions, but with Donald Cerrone we've got 2. You want to take your favorite character into the practice gym to check out where their submissions are. But with Donald Cerrone, we got a submission from the tie clinch, we got a armbar from the tie clinch, and we also got a rear naked choke from the back clinch. So here we go. We can go for the rear naked choke, or we could have went for the armbar. And basically, when you go for the rear naked choke or the armbar while you're standing up, when you take them to the ground, you actually only have 2 stages that you need to complete in order to complete the submission. So it's really dangerous. It's really dangerous, because imagine most people don't expect a submission to come from like the clinch. They expect you to like put them in a tie and try to knee them in the head. So when you go for a submission out of nowhere, they're not going to be expecting it. They're going to be panicked. They're going to be frantic. They're going to be really trying to get out as soon as possible, and that's going to lead them to make mistakes. So I think this is probably the best way for you to win by submission. So be sure to check out different fighters and see what flying submissions they have. If your fighters don't have any flying submissions, then I guess you're just going to have to get to the ground and do it the long way, which is much more difficult. But if you use the tips that I explained to you earlier on in the video, then it should be much easier for you to complete. But yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Please hit that like button if you did. Be sure to subscribe, as I'll be putting out loads more UFC 2 tip videos. And if you want to check out the rest of my tip videos, you can click on the playlist on the screen now. And be sure to leave a comment. Let me know what kind of tips, what other strategies you guys want to learn about. And I'll see you guys in the next video.